Hello everyone, it's Jonathan here, founder of Driving Academy, and my question for you today is, should you buy a tractor trailer or should you buy a house? So if you actually have this question popping up in your mind, that most likely means that you are probably looking for a way to make more money to kind of get yourself to the next level. If you have a significant other and they kind of want to purchase the house and you say, hey, I want to grow, I want to purchase a truck and the truck can buy me my house. So we're going to kind of give you the pros and cons for each one of those situations there. So the first question I'm going to have for you is, if this question is in your mind, what is your outcome? If your outcome is to continue to grow whatever you have, whether it is financially, and make more money so then in the future you can do whatever you like to do, then buying a truck is probably the best option for you. However, if your pretty much outcome is to kind of stay stable, get a house going, build a family, and make enough money as a normal truck driver to pay for those expenses, then maybe a house is what you're going to need because that's more important into your life. But let's talk to those people who are financially motivated and who are looking to kind of get out of the rat race and get into those upper classes of financial wealth so then they can truly get on themselves to a whole new level on the road to freedom. So that being said, let's discuss this. When you're purchasing a house or a truck and you want to do it for wealth building purposes, you have to ask yourself, what is a true asset? So when you purchase a house, is that an asset? Well, the banks are going to tell you that's an asset, but when you take this definition that I learned from a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad, in a very, very simple definition, assets put money in your pocket, liabilities take money out of your pocket. So if you're purchasing a house not to rent out but actually to live in, by that definition, is that putting money into your pocket or taking money away from your pocket? It might give you some comfort, it might save you some money on some rent or anything like that. Maybe your mortgage would be cheaper than the rent that you're paying. But technically that house is never going to put money into your pocket if you're the one living there. It's only going to be taking money out of your pocket, which by definition means it's liability. So liabilities do not make you wealthier at any way, right? Because at the end of the day, yes, the house price could go up, you could sell it, but when you sell it, you're going to have to buy a new house. You got to live somewhere. That being said, it's really hard to get rich just off buying one house that you live in. Now, if you purchase a truck, is that an asset or a liability? So that can be both, right? So if you make this truck work and you're working it, or you put somebody else to work in it and it's producing income for you, then that turns into an asset. If you just purchase a truck by itself and it sits in a parking lot and it's costing you your truck payments and your insurance, then that's liability. But at least this has a much better chance of becoming an asset because all you have to do is make sure that the tires are moving, make sure that you're loaded in your trailer, and you can start making some money. So just off that definition alone, if you're looking to make more money with your investment, you're looking about buying yourself a truck, and after a while the truck can actually pay for your house. Because the whole goal is you have enough assets accumulated that are producing enough income for you, so then you can actually, those assets can pay for your liabilities. Imagine when you buy a house, you don't have to pay for that house. That's right, your assets actually pay for that house, and a truck can be one of your first assets that you choose to go on when you choose to move into this path of freedom. So to kind of give you an example of what kind of life this can kind of lead, we have a program here called the Owner-Operator Program. And how that works is we can actually sell you a truck, and then when you purchase a truck from us, we're going to guarantee you a 5-year work contract. So how does that work contract work? You're going to go from New Jersey to Ohio and back. So that being said, when you purchase a truck, the trucks cost anywhere from $30,000 to $60,000 depending on the price and the model that you're looking for. And then you're also going to need to purchase yourself a trailer. You're going to need to purchase down payment on your insurance, but we'll help you out with all that information, right? So when you purchase a truck from us, we're going to enroll you into our mentorship program. In that mentorship program, we're going to show you how to buy a trailer. We're going to connect you with the best insurance brokers around to give you the best rates, no matter whether your experience is high or low. We're also going to make sure that we set your companies up legally and financially responsible to make sure that you're paying your taxes. You're not going to have any troubles with the IRS or any legal troubles because you set up or you did some forms incorrectly. But most of all, we're going to start teaching you the business side of trucking. So it's one thing to have enough money to purchase a truck. It's another thing to learn how to use that truck and use your resources to produce more money for you. Because if all you're going to do is buy a truck and then all of a sudden you go into business and you don't know what you're doing, and because you try to be stubborn, you try to do it on your own, and all of a sudden you're losing money, then why did you purchase a truck in the first place? Think about this. Say you purchase a truck, to keep numbers simple, for $50,000. And you're stubborn, you say, hey, how hard can it be? I've been a truck driver already. I don't really know the business, but I'm going to keep doing it my way anyway. I'll find some loads here or there. And most of the time, businesses in their first year, they lose money, right? So say you just invested 50 grand into a truck, plus you're going to have your trailer, plus you're going to have your insurance, plus you're going to have all these other expenses that do add up. And at the end of the year, you do your calculations, and that means, and we'll say conservatively, you lost $20,000 as a brand new startup business, which is not uncommon, as I'm sure you know. That being said, what does that technically mean? That technically means that you could have stayed sleeping for a whole year and been richer than what you are a year from now. So are you going forward in time or backwards in time? Now, of course, you can always say, hey, that was just a $20,000 lesson that I learned, which is a very valuable lesson. Or you can say, hey, let me just learn quicker from other people's mistakes, so then I don't have to go through those hardships. You're going to go through hardships, but you're not going to go through as much hardships when you have a mentor. So that's pretty much what we've designed here. We know some of our students have extremely high financial goals. We have certain students who want to become millionaires in a few years, and we can help you do that in the trucking industry itself. All you need to become a millionaire in the trucking industry is about 4 to 6 trucks itself, constantly running in a good operation, and you can get started with just truck number 1. And you can do that as fast or as slow as you like to do so. So if you want the mentorship to go forward, and if you want to purchase a truck and kind of move into that area of your life, so you can purchase a much bigger house in the future if that's what your goal is, then you definitely want to give us a call, 908-525-3609. Now, before you give us a call, I want to make sure that you're qualified. If you do not have a minimum of $25,000, do not give us a call. You're just wasting your time. The minimum you need to get started, no matter on your credit, no matter on anything else, would be $25,000 in liquid cash, which means you have it in the bank account, you have it in cash someplace in your wall or something like that. But do not call us if you have $25,000 in credit cards, because that's really not going to help you out as well. And again, that is the minimum, which means if you have more than that, it's going to make it easier for you to kind of get the ball rolling. So 25 grand is what you're going to need to get started in that venture itself, but it's a great way to get started, so then you can actually start building, using those building blocks to get yourself to the levels that you've never dreamed of before. We have many examples of students who came in as students, and right out of graduation they purchased a truck from us, and now they're making more money than they've ever made before. One gentleman, his name is Joe. He actually is an owner of a jiu-jitsu gym, and he was one of the students who wanted to become an owner-operator, and he's extremely happy driving a truck now. It's less stressful. It's just him working the truck, and the income he's making he's extremely happy with, and now he's able to kind of live a more comfortable life and a more stable life, no matter about what's happening with the economy or anything like that, because truck drivers are the backbone of our economy, which means they're always constantly moving and always constantly grooving and making that money. So if you want more information and you're qualified with at least 25 grand, give us a call, 908-525-3609, and we'll show you exactly what the step-by-step process would be to get yourself on your true road to freedom and hopefully get you financially free one day. Thanks. Have a great day.